Hey everybody, welcome to this segment of Black Spring with Autumn on your Wednesday, February 19th, 2020. And you know what? It's another day on the campaign trail. Today I have a few common denominators. Some you may have heard before, some you've heard a spin-off, some a little bit plagiarized, but it's how the Democrats do it. It's the Democrat dog whistle is what we're looking at today. So, I would be remiss not to bring you the matriarch of dog whistles, and that would be with none other.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
Okay, and if you're not tired, if you're not exhausted or fatigued from that one, then how about this one? Here's another dog whistle, and it comes from.
Look at what they value and look at their budget and what they're proposing. Romney wants to he said the first 100 days, he's going to let the big banks once again write their own rules. Unchain Wall Street. They're going to put you all back in chains.
Okay. So there you had Biden doing his rendition of a dog whistle. And so we'll just have one more. I'll have a few words from. Tucker Carlson.
Repetitive, this stuff. Troy Murdoch is a contributing editor at National Review Online. He joins us tonight. Troy, great to see you.
Tucker, great to see you.
Super simple question. The Biden spot that we ran it last night too. We'll probably run it tomorrow night because it's just the most fascinating thing I've ever seen. Do you think that will move a single vote? Is there a human being in this country who's going to look at that and say, you know what, that's like the modern Ralph Abernathy right there?
I don't think that's probably the reaction we're going to get at all. I'm fascinated by this idea that if Democrats run to the South, they've got to adopt Southern accents. I mean, this is something that Hilary Clinton has done. Joe Biden, you may recall, was in Virginia, I think back when he was running for re-election as vice president. He said to a group of black people that if Mitt Romney ran, y'all are going to be back in chains. You may recall that disgusting thing he said, it's the Southern accent.
Yeah.
It's like outtakes from Gone with the Wind. It's very odd, very inappropriate, and just really stupid.
Well, yeah, so I think what you're describing is patronizing behavior. It's like slowing down the cadence of your speech, using simple words, babying someone. I mean, I can't think of anything more insulting than that.
Oh, it's totally insulting. Why not talk to black people as adults and say, we are going to listen to your situation. Not all black people are terrified of the police. We're not all running away from the cops. Why not talk to black folks about starting businesses, running businesses, expanding businesses, going to work, going to the movies, going out to dinner? Black folks do things like that. Being black in America is not all about, running from the cops as they chase you down the street with batons, which is, I guess, the Booty Judge kind of stereotype that he's presented.
So, really quick, I just have to get your view of Biden, and not just that ad, but of the campaign more broadly. For months, he's been saying, and he's been saying it this week, I didn't do well in Iowa and New Hampshire because they're too pale, but once I get down to South Carolina, boy, I'm in. Do you think that's going to happen?
I think he's fallen so far back. I think the thought was, Biden's somebody who can beat Trump, and therefore let's back Biden. I guess that was the thinking. Now he just looks, he's just had these embarrassing showings. He may get hurt in Nevada as well. And I think the wonderful sort of electability halo he had is now completely shattered. So he may continue to stumble down into the memory hole and eventually just disappear.
He shouldn't be running for president. He's done a lot. He's not good at it. I played paddle tennis a few times. Wasn't good at it. I gave it up. You know what I mean? Like, don't do things you're not good at, I would say.
Well,
Troy,
and he had a
great to
good
see you
reputation.
tonight.
He could have left it alone, and it just really made a fool of himself, unfortunately.
Exactly. Don't degrade yourself in your final years.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so there you are. You have some of the main Democrat dog whistles that I'm referring to in this particular segment. I mean, it gets, it's more than getting old. It's very much condescending, it's very much demoralizing, it's very much mocking. It's mocking traditions that come from the gospel church, the black gospel church, from the the Negro spirituals, if you will. I mean, this is to me. I wouldn't dare say it's a form. It's a political pandering that is being ripped off from 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 artists or singers, or from a religious context. And I would think that it's, that the black community would be pretty tired or pretty exhausted from all of that. But I wanted to give you one other example of another person. Of course, that particular clip with Hilary Clinton, everybody knows that the Southeast is, some would say, consider the South a bit emotionally segregated at times because of this type of pandering and political mocking. It's almost like the Civil War never happened. But you have the same vultures that are the same predators are coming into the heart of the churches. And so we have another example. I'd like to bring you to another example of a Democrat or a liberal, if you will, who is doing similar things. They just got, you got to keep these. It's very much trained. They're very much trained to keep certain things going. Now, this is a little bit out of context, but this is going to be a clip featuring someone from the Southeast, or the South, the Deep South. It was be a South Carolina representative, and I will bring that to you right now.
He is the House Majority Whip, and he's talking here about African American unemployment. Roll that tape, please.
No, because it's not true.
What do you mean it's not true?
I'm 78 years old.
Go ahead.
I'm saying that the African American unemployment is not the lowest it's ever been, unless you count slavery. We were fully employed during slavery, so it all depends on how you measure this up. So it is not the lowest it's ever been.
Okay, interesting debate right there. Jason Chaffetz, Fox News contributor, with me now. Jason, you served in the House with Mr. Clybern. What do you make of his comment?
Oh, I have the greatest respect for Congressman Clybern. He's obviously joking because certainly he didn't miss the ratification of the 13th Amendment to the Constitution back in 1865. But look, I think they're frustrated. It's a moment of frustration. Not only are the employment numbers for African Americans the best they've ever been since they've been recorded, but they have rising wages.
Okay, I want to move on from that contentious subject. I want to move on to the comparison of President Obama.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, that brings us back to. It brings me back to the. Brings me back to the center here. The center here that I want to underscore is that remember slavery is the theme that seems to still drip in the Southeast. You might think it's like a leaky faucet. You think it's plugged, or you think it's repaired, or you think there's enough new parts to make it work, and then all of a sudden you get somebody here that just it will reopen a wound. And also it's the same place in which Clybern actually represents, his party represents the party that fought a war to hold on to slaves. But here he is out lecturing people about black prosperity, the differences between now and employment during slavery. It's amazing that that, I think it's a universal truth that the black liberals and the black Democrats, the black caucus, many of these people are the enemy of the black community. And as long as they can keep you oppressed, they make professional careers out of selling despair, selling oppression, selling victimhood, and no growth. You're going to stay. There's no mobility. There is no mobility. It's all despair, and he has to ring that bell. As soon as they ring that bell, anybody that brings up anything about slavery, the conditioning is Pavlovian. They talk about it's a behavioral conditioning that they've done in the black community, and it's very much alive and well in the Deep South. As I may have previously said, that it seems today, even the Deep South, it seems to be as emotional, as segregated as it will ever be, and it will not die, because it's a wound that's reopened every day. You can hear it over the airwaves. These particular Democrat leaders, these Democrat policies, these Democrat-run cities are run by Democrats, and they have horrible statistics economically. The crime rates, the education systems are all very suppressed, and that's another common denominator. So here again, it's a bit of a it's a deep subject, multifaceted subject, but let me know what you think, and please hit the bell for subscriptions. I have remedied the problem, I believe. If you hit the bell for the subscriptions, that will be very helpful. You can stay tuned and tapped in to Black Spring with Autumn. I appreciate you guys for being here. Also, leave me your comments, your concerns, and subscribe, or unlike, anything that's feedback. It helps with the actual suppression of conservative voices, and the balance that we are trying to bring to this platform and to this channel and to discussions, actual discourse. So I appreciate you guys for being here, and I thank you so much for being here for this segment of Black Spring with Autumn. Have a great day.